Hey there, everyone. I want to go over The Hobbit on pre-release week and show you that there is a huge discrepancy between what you're paying for it and what the value inside of those boxes actually are. And which goes to show Lotus was right all along. But follow me as we dive deep into the numbers, okay? I think that a lot of people forget to look at numbers, and this is where I come in. I am analyzing everything. I don't care what I think. I don't care how I feel about a set. I don't care about, maybe I had a dream about this set. It's gonna pop and this and that and then the other. It doesn't matter. In the end of the day, the only thing that matters is what is. And what is are the numbers. The numbers either show a net positive or a net negative. There is no in between. Maybe a break even. Plus, Anyway, the point being, let's look right now at what you're paying for a booster box of The Hobbit. Okay? Let's just look at it. I am using the expectedvalue.com, even though I personally like Mox Alpha more, but they are a paid subscription, so I don't want to, mess with them. I don't know if I'm even allowed to record it and such. Anyway, this is the expectedvalue.com. Okay, great. This right here is the Hobbit Play Booster Box, okay? So let's look at what happens if we buy one right now for $185. I'm going to set the selling fees to Mana Pool because I'm just assuming we're selling on Mana Pool because that's the real market. TCG Player pre-release is not a real market. 80% of the people cannot sell on TCG Player pre-release. Only stores, LGS and brick and mortars, right? I'm gonna set it to Mana Pool low, not market. Why not market? Because until we have an actual market price where something is stable, it makes no sense to use market prices because they're fluctuating all over the place, right? So let's use Mana Pool low, and I'm gonna sift at $1 minimum. Now you may say, well, I typically sift at 50 cents or 25 cents. That is idiotic for pre-releases because a lot of these cards that are $1 will become 20-cent cards. It's just the nature of it. Right now, there's zero bulk. Instead, there's zero bulk as a 0.25%, right? Sorry, 0.25 cents. As of now, there is none because everybody's like still working out the price, what they would pay for a card, what is a useless card, what am I going to just not worry about, and so on and so forth. So let's just sift this at $185. This is using a Monte Carlo simulation. Look into it afterwards so you can understand what we're doing, okay? Let's calculate. Low is just if all your packs are just absolute trash, right? This is what's gonna happen. You're low. This is the worst case scenario. You spend $185 and you lose $150. You get $35 in value. Okay. And I've seen it. I've seen it happen many times to myself. Okay, when I open a box, there's nothing but duds. Nothing but duds. But it's very rare that you're gonna get nothing but duds. Very, very rare, right? Okay, great. So now let's go and see what the high is. Okay, if you look out, you're just getting the hits after hits after hits. You make $50. Hey, hooray. But now the mid is what we actually care about. This is the average. If I open these boxes, what is the most likely outcome based on the standard deviation, which is this right here. You can see the simulation. This is right in the middle. This is what most likely will happen is you're going to get a mid of $113, which means you're going to lose about $80 per box on the play boosters. But now you say, well, I don't care. That's play booster. Who cares about play boosters? I want to talk about the big boy, the collector booster box. That's where the big hits are, with the search foils and the dwarven language. Now let's look right here. Collector booster, right? Hobbit collector booster. And we right now I think it's $193, and we calculate the EV, right? Let's calculate the EV. Okay. And I just put, if I purchase 6, I don't want people to think, oh, maybe like in the simulator it was a 1 box off. No. I just put, let's buy a case. Let's buy a case at 800, so we spent about $5,000. Okay, great. We spent $5,000. Worst case scenario, right now with pre-release prices, don't forget these will all drop, and they have been dropping steadily. And I'll show you guys. Pre-release prices, you're losing $300. Worst case scenario, everything is a dud. Okay. Best case scenario, you make $300. Okay, so it's a coin flip, right? And the most likely outcome is you lose $50 on a case. Okay, so far so good. However, let's look at Smog the Magnificent. I'm on eBay right now. I just had to pull up the sold listings. Okay, August 2nd. I mean, these aren't unrealistic. These, like, nobody had these by then. Only a few stores and, you know, the influencers and whatever, right? So that $900, 1,000. Okay, cool. By the 7th, when people actually, oops, what did I do here? Okay, by the 7th, when people actually got these cards at the pre-releases or whatever, it already was half of that. Okay, great, that's fine. It happens, right? And then we see $450, $475, and then we see a $300 and $304. Then another one for $455, $325, $450, $250, $245. That's the last one. It went from on August 3, $9.99 to now, fast forward to August 9, a week, $245. What do you think is going to happen post-release? So you're thinking, well, I have a possibility of making some money on this box, on this collector booster box. It should be worth that. I am very sorry to break it down to you, but that's not how numbers work. I can wish for anything. I can wish for Sydney Sweeney to be walking down the Las Vegas Boulevard, and I just happen to be there, and she falls so enamored with me that she ditches whoever she's with, falls into my arms, and we live happily ever after. I can wish for that. What are the probabilities that that will actually happen? That is why numbers matter. I'm a numbers guy. I trade options. Everything in options is about probabilities. What's the likelihood that this is going to go to X? What's the likelihood that it's going to go to Y? If it goes to X, how much am I making? If it goes to Y, how much am I losing? What's my goal here? What's my entry point? What is my exit point? People are not asking these questions. They just go by feelings. Oh, I like The Hobbit, so it's going to be good. Well, that's not enough reason. I like Star Trek. It's going to be a great set. Why? Hold on. What makes you think that? Oh, I watched them when I was a kid, so I like it. And these are the things. Listen, I like the set. Don't get me wrong. I like the set. I like the Hobbit set. But I always said from day one, I said this is extremely overvalued. And this will not hold. It can't hold. When we look at something like this, where the collected cards, and again, this is not even that accurate. If I'm being very honest with you, let me just see what their mid is. Okay, the net after fees per box, there's no way. The gross is not. If I went by Mox Alpha, which actually updates every hour, it's actually like 700-ish for the mid, okay? It's about 700-ish. So this is inflated, but I'm just assuming, just giving the benefit of the doubt that a week from now, as you saw how fast the prices are dropping, a week from now, what's gonna happen to these prices? Let's just assume that this is gonna hold forever or whatever, right? Okay, great. Does it make sense for you to keep opening box after box after box when you have a net negative of $50? Just buy the card. That's silly. And these boxes are now going for some insane amount. How much are they going? $900 or something like that. Let's see how much they're going for. Shop boxes. Let's just see here. 870. Yeah, 870 plus 50. So 885 right now. Almost $900. Okay. Why are people paying this? This does not make any sense to me. And this is what I've been saying all along. I said, when Goldfish open a box and they moon to sky high, right? Oh my gosh, look at this. This card is worth $400. It's worth $500. I said, he's overestimating so much on these cards. He's shooting up by a lot. Let's look at the cards. I want you guys to know this, okay? Just to see this. Let's look at the singles. From high to low. The Arkenstone. This is good for any deck, right? Only 3 sold. Only 3 sold so far. Okay? Bilbo, Thief in the Night. Only 1 sold. You guys are making it seem, okay, let's say that the show, the actual headliner, 1 sold. 1 sold. You guys are making it seem like just because, let's say you do pull all of these, right? Oh, I made a ton of money. I got all these search foils and okay, great. They're not selling for this price. There's a lot of did you see how many 29 listings at this price? No one's buying. 24 listings here, nobody's buying. The point is, we have to start asking ourselves, why are we paying this crazy amount for something before we look at actual what is in front of us? I don't make predictions or whatever like a lot of the people do based on feelings and thoughts, and none of that matters. I don't care about what matters is what the market's saying. The market's saying this is worth $900. I'm saying, no, it's not. I am right. The market is 100% wrong as of now, based on data, based on what we have available. This is the first set since Modern Horizons 3, when I first started Magic. I'm a late bloomer, I get it. That I have not ripped open a single collector booster box. Not even worth the content. Because I know it's not worth me losing my ass. Why would I? I can't justify it. For Marvel superheroes, it made a lot of sense. Because I got the boxes at MSRP, bought it on Amazon. I got some from distribution, but I did get some from Amazon. Like, I use Amazon for the stuff that I'm gonna open personally for myself, right? This one, can't do it. I might open when Amazon delivers theirs. I did get a couple booster boxes from there, but I can't do it. This is all for sale because it doesn't make sense. And again, these prices, I just want people to understand, it's just hoping that by release, when everybody and their mother and GameStop and Best Buy and Walmart and Target and everybody floods the market with the Hobbit, that these prices will hold at these levels. And what I am saying is they won't. They won't. I don't think, even in Final Fantasy, I don't think they held post-release, even in Final Fantasy. That's my point. And people are comparing stupid dwarf cards to Sephiroth Surge foils. At one point, you have to stop and just smell the flowers. Like, okay, I can't be the only person who sees this. I can't be the only person who thinks this is absolutely idiotic. That's my entire spiel for today. Thank you for listening to me, and I hope that I was able to sway you in one direction or another. I'm not opening this until after post-release. Let's see if some cards pop. Let's see if some cards go down, which they most likely will, but we'll see what happens to the value post-release, 3 weeks after release, what's happening. And then we do a little check-in to see if it's worth opening what we got, okay? But as of now, it's all for sale. It's all for sale. And I'm very happy to say that because I love a little gamble every now and then, but this is not it. This is not it.